Hey Derbalifers, how are you doing? Hope you're enjoying the challenge so far. My sincere deepest apologies for the video being late this week. My laptop's kind of is done, so I've got an iPad so that I can make these a lot more simpler and get them out to you guys as soon as possible. So again, please accept my apologies. We'll make sure that doesn't happen again. A couple things I want to talk about before we get started is if you're looking for more support, another great thing that you can do in the challenge is get a buddy system, right? So if you don't have a buddy already in the challenge, you can find a friend, talk to your coach. There is still some room, so if you're doing this and there's girls in your league or even friends outside of Derby that are like, what are you doing? What's happening? I'm interested. Definitely hook them up with your coach. There's still room in the challenge so we can get that full and just make it an overall success, and as well help you out, right? If you got a buddy, someone that's doing the same thing as you, especially if it's face-to-face in person, it makes things a lot easier. Going to a restaurant and having two people order a healthy option instead of just one makes things a lot easier for you. So that's a good thing. I know I do it with my friends and family all the time. Last night we went out for dinner and my mom ordered, I'll have what she's having, because it made it easier for her. I was having a healthy meal choice. All she had to do was reorder what I did, and it made it easy, right? So think of that. Think of how not only you can get more support, but who you can support as well. So if you do have friends, definitely talk to your coach. We can definitely figure something out and get them in here. Awesome. So this week our topic is your metabolism. There's a lot of myths, a lot of misunderstanding about metabolism and how it works. Probably when you did your wellness profile, your coach talked about your resting metabolic rate, or also known as your basal. I think that's how you say it, basal. It's B-A-S-A-L if you want to look that up. That's basically the chemical process. It stands for the chemical process that happens in your body to make your life function. So to breathe, to make your brain work, for your blood to pump, all of that stuff comes from your metabolic rate, right? So that burns calories all day long just by doing nothing. It's called your resting metabolic rate as well. It's there's a bunch of terms for it, so you can Google it, find out if someone said something, you might be able to figure it out. But that is essential to every day. Basically, it's everything that you do. I'm kind of fumbling over my words, sorry. Everything that you do is, you could sit on the couch and you would burn that many calories a day. But there's a couple ways to boost your metabolic rate, which means you burn more calories without having to do anything, right? So I'm going to go through just a couple little things to kind of help you guys understand why it does what it does and how it works. So it directly relates to the composition of your body. So think of your body put into two compartments, right? One compartment is all your fat and another compartment is all your non-fat. What is in your non-fat compartment decides what your rate is, how many calories you burn. So for every 1 pound of free, every 1 pound that's in your fat-free compartment burns 14 calories a day. So if you have 100 pounds of fat-free in your compartment, you're burning 1,400 calories a day just by being alive. So if you were to take that now, say you're a 150-pound person, okay? You have 50 pounds of fat and 100 pounds in your fat-free compartment. You're going to burn 1,400 calories a day. Now say you're a 150-pound person that's got 25 pounds of fat and 125 pounds of fat-free. You're going to burn 1,750 calories a day. So someone that's the exact same weight can burn different amounts. So keep that in mind when you're wondering, why is someone that's the same weight as me doing something different? How can she eat so much more than me? If she's more lean, if she's got more muscle mass, that type of stuff really attributes to your compartment. So every pound of muscle that you have means you burn more calories every day. So if you go to the gym and you gain 1 pound of muscle, you're going to burn 14 more calories a day without having to do a thing. So that's one of the reasons that I talked about last time. Protein is so important because it maintains your muscle mass, right? There's a couple myths about your metabolic rate. One of them is that it slows as you age. The reason it slows as you age is because most of the time we stop working out as much as we do. Our intensity levels of our workout go down, so we lose muscle mass, right? This isn't for everybody, but majority of people will gain weight as they age because they stop working out. They start losing muscle mass. So by doing resistance training, basic cardio every day, that stuff will help maintain your muscle and help keep your resting metabolic rate up. Excuse me, I got water. Another myth that's out there is you get a rate, you're stuck with it. I actually got told that by my doctor when I was younger. I was always a heavy girl, as I mentioned in the last video. And I was kind of told it's in your genes. How often do we hear that? Oh, it's in your genes. You're born to be heavy. So untrue. It all relates to the composition of your body, right? So if you go to a coffee house and you watch the people that are leaner, they'll generally be fidgeting, they'll be moving, they'll be crossing their legs. People that are a little bit more heavy set generally sit very still. You think of every day that you work, right? If you send an email instead of walking down the hall to your coworker's office, that's somebody that did exercise versus somebody that didn't do exercise. It's called, the short term for it is NEAT. But it's called, what is it? Non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So that's somebody that will have a higher rate. They'll seem to eat and eat and eat and never put on weight. But that's because generally they're more active just by doing daily things. They maybe put their clothes on a clothing line instead of in the dryer. They walk to the store instead of taking the car. All those little things that you can do every day that really just add up to 5-10 minutes here and there can change your whole rate of everything you do. It's what I did. I was told I would be heavy my whole life, and I just went, no, that's not true. And I turned around and I started doing muscle training, and I got a personal trainer, and I built up my muscle. That was 3 years ago, and now I can eat good food, and I can, I'm full all the time. But I know that because of my nice biceps and my strong calves like every derby girl has, I'm burning more calories every day, which gives me more energy, more calories to intake. So that's another myth, that you can change your rate, right? So that's basically the gist of it, kind of what I wanted to share with you guys, because there's a lot of myths about it. So if you don't understand it, you can ask your coach. They should be able to help you out, or you can Google it. There's tons of information out there, so really look for what information. Herbalife has a lot of great stuff on this, so if you go to any of the Herbalife websites, you can find info on there. A couple tips that you can do every day. I have them written down here. So, a couple tips to boost your metabolism every day. Do 30 minutes of cardio. Doesn't have to be heavy intensity cardio. It could just be a casual bike ride with your family. It could be walking the stairs at lunchtime. I often like to go, if I know I've got a busy day, I'll go for a power walk at lunch. So don't overthink it. Just get cardio in. Also, you want to do weight training about 3 times a week. Build that muscle, burn more calories. And don't eat. Here we go. So this is a big one. Don't eat fewer than 1,200 calories a day. Why? Because intaking too little calories will actually slow your metabolic rate. Your body will then start to conserve calories because it's concerned that it's not going to be fed again, right? So you want to make sure that you're intaking enough. We work out to burn those calories down to help us lose more weight, but you need to take in a certain amount. So if you have questions about not taking in enough calories, post on the Facebook group. We can help you out and get that figured out. And then a great tip is keep your protein snacks close by. Protein versus carbs. Protein's your fuel. It's going to maintain your muscle mass, right? So you take that, you're hungry in the middle of the day, you're going to eat a protein snack, and then you're going to have more muscle, going to burn more calories, going to lose more weight and have a leaner look. So that's basically it. Your coach has a lot of great protein snacks. There's the protein bars, which are fabulous. There's the protein bev mix. That's another great option. In Canada, we get it in just the peach mango, but down in the States, you get it in wild berry as well. So there's lots of options, lots of things that you can talk to your coach about. And we posted that list the other day about it as well. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you reach out. Your homework this week is to figure out what you can do every day to increase your resting metabolic rate and post it on the Facebook group. Okay, everybody, ciao!